Bezrat Hashem, we're dedicating today's Shiur Le'ilui Nishmat Berel ben Yosef and Goldie bat Bernard בתוך שאר נשמות בני ישראל, and also Le'ilui Nishmat הצדקת חנה פאשה בת רבי שליטה דביה לרבי. We're in Torah Mem-Hey 45 in Likutei Moharan, and Rabbeinu is teaching us how much power we have when we believe in Hashem. Like we said yesterday, a kosher person is a different thing. When you're aiming your heart to Hashem Yitbarach, so then everything that you do is different. You can drink a soda, the same soda that your friend will drink, and it's going to be another thing. Rabbeinu said that two people can be in the same place in heaven, and one will feel all of the pleasant of Hashem over there in that place, and his friend will sit right next to him and will not going to feel a thing. So it's not only here that you're different, also in heaven you're going to be different. It means that the results of your actions will be different when you bring Hashem Yitbarach into the picture. How much can you do for Hashem Yitbarach in the world? We know it's written that even an angel cannot serve Hashem. Hashem is endless, and no matter what you're going to do, you have your limitations, you have your size, you have your measures, you have your abilities, capabilities, you have you're trapped in a certain prison that is you, that this is your exile. So you're stuck. So no matter what you're going to give to Hashem, okay, how many pairs of tefillin you can put a day? How many hours you can learn in a day? Even if you're going to learn 24 hours, that's the maximum that you can learn. Even if you're going to keep hundreds of mitzvot a day, you can keep only hundreds of mitzvot a day. You cannot keep billions. Okay, so you're limited. But when you put your intention, when you put your heart, when you bring Hashem Yitbarach into the picture, so then every mitzvah is connected to infinity, to Hashem Yitbarach Himself. And then it's not a mitzvah, it's a channel. Then it's a pipe, then it's a link, then it's something that brings down bounty forever. And then every time that someone gonna walk through that place that you went in that place and you were thinking about Hashem, he will have a thought on Hashem. Every time, even after 20 years, people are going to keep on walking in that alley and going to do tshuva. And it's all because that you were crying over there one time in Hitbodedut. And you don't know that. But Hashem knows that. Because you opened a connection to Hashem Yitbarach in that point. And this is why today, people, when they're walking over there, they're waking up because there is a channel over there. And that's it. I heard once, people are very frustrated from the fact that in Eretz Israel, and especially in Jerusalem, you have so many churches and monasteries, and we see huge properties, huge pieces of land that are conquered by Christianity, and we're not allowed even to walk into those places. We have halakha that we're not allowed to enter into a monastery, into a church. We're not allowed to do that. So I heard once that it's written in a holy book, I don't remember in which book, but a person told me that he read it in a holy book, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows that there are places that can damage people from the side of faith, to damage their belief so badly that HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't want people to go through those places and to walk in those places, and because of that, He put monasteries over there, He put churches over there, and now those places are forbidden for us to get into. And then those places, from their spiritual defect, the side of their damage that they can cause to the person, are not damaging us. You go over there, you cannot come in, means you're not going to suffer from the lacking that place holds. Not because of the monastery. The monastery is not damaging. The monastery is a sign for you, you're not allowed to come in. That's it. That's the thing. Why you're not allowed to come in? Hashem Yitbarach decided. Hashem Yitbarach put that stop sign for you. You're not, no entrance, you cannot, private property, you cannot come in. It's not for you. Okay? And then after it, it's written, for us, we all know that it's written, Hakol muktar u'mugash lishmi. Don't worry. All of the sacrifices and all of the incense and everything that people are doing for Hashem Yitbarach, it's all coming to me. Means that even those places that for us are forbidden, for us we're not allowed to come into, they're useful. Hashem is using them. There are people that they have the ability to come into those places and they need to go through those places. But us, we're not allowed to, so we're not supposed to. We need to see all of the creation with those glasses of supervision, of personal supervision on your life. For you it's not good. How I'm going to know that it's not good? It's written on it that it's not kosher. It's written on it that it's dangerous. And for me it's a prohibition. I'm not allowed to risk myself. I'm not allowed to violate no halakha. I must follow the truth. I'm not allowed to lie. I'm not allowed to steal. I'm not allowed to do bad things. So I'm going to follow the voice of Hashem that is talking to me from inside. I spoke yesterday night with a friend. We had a very, very deep conversation. And I told him, the reason that I'm keeping Torah mitzvot today, I wear tzitzit, I have a kippah on my head, I'm going to shul, I pray, I daven, I put tefillin, I do things. The reason that it's not because that I'm commanded to do that. The truth is that I couldn't care less about commandings. The truth is that when I was in the beginning of my tshuva process, started to look for my soul, for my quiet, for my being, for my truth. So Hashem, the Creator, He was bringing up points that were very satisfying and relaxing, and they came from Judaism. When I would see a person that wears a talit, a tzitzit, I was very impressed. It was attracting for me. I was saying, wow, look, it's an amazing thing. I don't know why, but Hashem just done it. When I would see a person with a kippah, immediately I had something in my heart that was desiring to me to get close to Him, to talk to Him, maybe to see, maybe I believe that He's got some information for me that I'm missing, I wanted to learn from Him. Hashem shown me that inside the holy books of Judaism, in the Bible, in the prophets, in the scripts, the Ktuvim, in the Gemarot, in the Mishnayot, there are very interesting things that are going to complete my spirit, that can help me to come back to my soul. And this is why I investigated and I made another step. And when I found what that I was looking for, when I was reading and I was happy and I saw, hey, that's exactly what I was seeking for. So then I said, okay, po yeshev ki vitya. So here I'm going to stay. I'm going to learn from those books. I'm going to talk to those people. I'm going to move my house to live in a religious area, environment. And I realized that that's how I want also to dress. Okay, if it looks so good, why a person wears a tuxedo? Because when he sees those people, he's saying, hey, it's amazing, I want to look like them, exactly to be like, okay, so it's great. I'm not saying no. He's got the inner connection to those type of people, and he feels connected, and he's saying to himself, okay, I want to become one of them. I also want to be a businessman. I also want to be an athlete. Whatever you feel connection to it, so you do it. I felt an inner connection, and that's what that brought me to that search and to the result of to be religious, to be dati, to live my life as a Jew, to be a Baal Tshuva, to pray every day, to keep Torah mitzvot. It's not the obligation, it's the result of the search. So we need to search. We're not allowed to be dati. No, I'm going to be religious. It's not going to answer your inner question. It's not going to answer your inner needs. To find your inner needs, you need to find your soul. And your soul is something that only you can find. There are a lot of like that. It's written, "Lo al alechem levado yechia adam." That a person cannot live only on bread. You know that a person, when he's eating bread. Great, but he's eating also vegetables, and he's eating also meat, fish, whatever, dairy, juice, he drinks, he can use some candies, sugar once in a while, honey, whatever, maple syrup, organic, whatever. A person cannot live on one thing. So there are a lot of things that can supply you chiyut, can give you life. There are people that live their life on vegetables, on fruits, only on candies and black coffee. A lot of people can live like that, on energy bars. Okay, you can. But it doesn't mean that that is a complete meal, that's going to supply to you all of the things that really required for your body. And also in the side of the nefesh, of the spirit, it's the same way. So you have a lot of ways that you can connect yourself to the Creator. You can connect yourself through giving charity. You can connect yourself through doing Hitbodedut. You can connect yourself through putting tefillin, going every morning to pray in the nets and to wake up chatzot. A lot of things you can find and say, wow, I find energy in that. I find my connection over there. I'm going to the Western Wall, to Kotel HaMaravi. I'm doing tshuva, I'm doing this. I'm going to mikveh, springs, ma'ayanot, dipping. What? Great, wonderful. For me, Rosh Hashanah, Breslev, Uman, great, wonderful. Those are fruits. We need to understand what is the main bread. What is the main thing of the Seudah? What is our main connection to Hashem Yitbarach? This is something that only you can say. Because I can tell you, hey, it's bread, and you're going to say, yes, but I'm allergic to gluten. So, what do you want me to do? Okay, I hear. For you, it's bread. I understand. But I'm allergic to gluten, so I cannot even start with that. So, and I can understand it. Because even if I'm going to tell you now, Hitbodedut, like Rabbeinu said, Hitbodedut, היא מעלה גדולה ועליונה מן הכל. Hitbodedut, it's the highest thing of them all. There is nothing higher than Hitbodedut. Great, you're going to agree with me. But I have students that are not able to do Hitbodedut. They're not able to stand and to talk to Hashem Yitbarach. I have a student once, he told me, when I'm talking to Hashem Yitbarach, I'm so furious, I'm so angry, that if Hashem Yitbarach would be flesh and bone, I would fight with him. Flesh and bones, I would hit him. And it's because that person been abused and been hurt and been insulted in life and been so damaged, so been crushed so low that Hitbodedut is not the path for him for today. And even if it is, he needs to walk on eggs. He needs to be very, very careful in his Hitbodedut. There are people that they want to do tshuva. Okay, now they're going to start talking to Hashem Yitbarach. If that's how they're going to start with tshuva, with confessions, they're going to start opening all of their secrets. They're going to take out all of the skeletons from the closets. They're going to die. They're not able to deal with the darkness yet. So they need to thank Hashem. So really to find your bread, your main dish of your Seudah, your main spiritual connection to Hashem Yitbarach, it's something that only you can find. Only you can find it. No one can guide you to it. No one can tell you 12 pages of Gemara a day, Daf Hayomi every day, Shnai Mikra ve'echad Targum, Tefillin, Rashi and Rabbeinu Tam, wake up nets. You don't know how it kills me to wake up at 4 a.m. For you it's amazing, I'm happy for you. For me it's poison, I'm not able. It's crushing all of my day after it, so I'm not able to do it. But I'm happy for you. So the answer will be always inner. The inner answer is something that you need to find by yourself. You have to, you must. So for that you need to go to that search. And you have to decide, I'm gonna find it. And I'm not going to let my eyes rest until I'm going to find it. Like David HaMelech is saying. I'm not going to let my eyes rest. I will keep on searching and looking until I'm going to find a place for Hashem. A place for Hashem. That Hashem going to a place inside of myself. Hashem is asking, find a place inside of yourself. Okay, I can put tefillin every day. It's not a place for Hashem in me. I can go to shul every morning, but I don't find my place over there, so for sure Hashem will not going to find His place inside of me over there. I can try to go and do 6 hours Hitbodedut, and I'm not coming out happy from the field. I'm not feeling revived. I'm not feeling like I've been cleaned, been purified, so it's not the place. When you're serving Hashem Yitbarach in a straight way, so then your heart becomes happy. So you need to find the happiness in Avodat Hashem. You need to find what that makes you happy. And like that I was saying in the last tour, especially I was talking about that in Miami. I think it was the main place that Hashem woke me up to see that point, that the main test of the person is not to find out who he is. Because this is something that can be very easy for you to know. If you know how to play basketball, you know that you can play basketball. If you have an amazing special memory that remembers Torah, you know that you have that ability. If you know how to communicate, how to talk to people, if you know how to think big, you know who you are. If you love something, you know who you are. That's not the main test, to find out who you are. The main test is to believe that it's important to Hashem. That who that you are, you're a gardener. It makes Hashem happy. You're an artist. It makes Hashem happy. You like to hear music. You don't know how to play. You just like to spend hours on hours hearing old records. That's your desire. That's what you love. That's what you enjoy life. That's how you enjoy life. You need to understand that it's important to Hashem. If it wouldn't be so important to Hashem Yitbarach that you're going to have that inside of you, Hashem wouldn't wake up that holy desire inside of you to listen to Ray Charles for hours and hours in your life. Hashem wouldn't make that desire inside of you. And if you think to yourself that this is your Yetzer Hara, no, it's my Yetzer Hara, I'm not learning Torah. No. That's your mistake. You just don't understand what you can do inside of that Avodat Hashem. You don't understand. Is it bringing you to sin? After you listen to those records, are you going to sin? Are you going to violate some rules? Are you going to destroy? You hate Charedim, you hate Jewish, are you going to burn Bet Knesset after you did? Okay, so then it's Avera. But if it's relaxing you, if it makes you happy, if because of that you're going to wake up earlier tomorrow morning, it's going to give you the inspiration to make a nice meal to your family, so it's not a Yetzer Hara. No, but it's Ray Charles, he's not Jewish. Oh, so what? But you don't know how many spiritual sparks he contains. You don't know how much inspiration Hashem Yitbarach put inside of his music. You don't know how many sparks from the music of the Levites fell into his music today. And you don't know. And you have the ability to sift, to clarify, to find, to bring it back to Judaism. I was, as a Chiloni, as a secular, I would watch movies and I would see Hashem Yitbarach in those Hollywood movies. I would see Hashem. I don't need no one to agree with me. I don't need no one to approve. I know exactly what happened with me. I would see sick, crazy, madness movies, sick movies. But they gave me only a will to do tshuva. And I'm talking about the most known, famous Hollywood movies. And they were inspiring me to do tshuva, to work on my midot, and to be a better person. And it's a violence movie, it's a crazy, they're all cursing. But I had the ability, and I still have it, to find the sparks of truth. I can hear singers, rappers singing, and I'm talking to you about the most famous and with filthy mouth rappers that you have in this generation. I hear their music. And I'm not afraid to hear their music. Their music is not damaging me. I have friends that when they hear that music, they're falling. It's bringing them back to their past. So they are not qualified to hear that music. For them, it's damaging them. When they hear those beats, when they hear those curses, it's defecting them. It's bringing them to a bad place. Me, when I'm checking myself, and I am checking myself, I see that it's not defecting me at all. And it's inspiring me to scream the scream of truth from my heart, like that I see that those rappers are screaming. And maybe you, when you're going to hear those songs, you're not going to understand that scream. You don't have the ability to sense and to feel those sparks inside those dark places. Okay, so it's not what you're supposed to do in your life. It's not that now you need to hear rap because Rav Dror is hearing it. No, you need to find your point. You're going to find it when you're going to put your mind and your money and your time into your water tank. And you're going to buy more fish into your water tank. And you're going to plant plants. And you're going to mix oxygen into the water, and you're gonna put some snails into the water tank, and you're gonna invest hours on putting your soul into that water tank. The test is to know that it's important to Hashem Yitbarach. Who are those snails? Who are those fish that you're feeding? You don't know. When Reb Shmelke from Zvil, the Zvil Rebbe, the Admor HaKadosh from Zvil, was feeding the cats, people would say, oh, you don't know, Reb Shmelke, he sees the souls, he knows exactly who are those souls, this is why it's important cats. No, it's not important cats. He just saw something and he went with his heart. And if you have that craziness that you every day go and put water to 5,000 cats in your neighborhood, so maybe you do the same. Maybe you do exactly the same as Rab Shmelke Mizvil. Just when we're going to see Rab Shmelke, we're going to believe. And for you, it's a test to believe in yourself. When we were in New York, we went to do Hitbodedut in front of a certain lake. I saw a person feeding the ducks. There was a person, we didn't know that person. We never saw him in our life. And that person was feeding the ducks, and we were doing Hitbodedut over there. And my children asked him if he can give them some bread, and they were feeding the ducks. Everything was happy. At night, that person is showing in my class. He heard from his friends that a rabbi is coming to town and he's giving a class over there in New York, and he came and he sees me and he's saying, hey, I saw that guy today when I was feeding the ducks. And he just came. And we never spoke. We didn't say a word to each other. Maybe thank you on the bread. I was in Hitbodedut. I told him thank you. I was thanking Hashem, and I told him thank you on the fact that he gave bread to my children to feed the ducks. And at night he's standing over there and he was so inspired from the class, and now we're friends. And he came to another class and so now you're not going to believe in what that you're doing. He came over there after a few days that he was not feeding the ducks because he likes to feed the ducks. That's what he's doing. He likes to feed the ducks. Not only, he's doing many good things, but he's also feeding ducks. It's his hobby. That's what he's doing for his inner quiet, for the peaceful mind. He's going for that, and he's feeding the ducks. It makes him relax. It makes him happy. So you know who are the souls that are trapped inside of those ducks, and he's feeding them with kosher bread. You know what he's doing. You know who are those ducks. You don't know. That's what he's doing. He told us. He told us it's a kosher bread. He fed my ducks also, my 5 ducks. My 2 tiny ducks were eating from his bread. Nachman and Israel Nathan were eating from his kosher bread. You know who you're feeding, you know what you're doing. The thing is that you don't believe in yourself, that you don't understand that it's important to be who that you are. One is playing, one is illustrating, one is hearing music, one is feeding his fish in the water tank, and you don't know who those souls are. You don't know who those souls are. You know, there is a grave in Ukraine, I think it's in Ukraine, of the fish that said Shema Israel. One time in the eve of Shabbos, there was a person that bought a fish, and he bought that fish, a live fish, and he wanted to kill him and to cook it before of Shabbat. And when he was about to kill that fish, suddenly that fish opened his mouth and said, Shema Yisrael El Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. That fish was speaking. Before of his death, he said, Shema Yisrael, that fish. And they took that fish, it was a huge miracle. They took that fish and they buried him. They buried him in the Jewish cemetery over there in that village, in that city. And there is a tombstone that is written on it, the fish that said Shema Yisrael. You don't know who. We know that we know in a tradition from stories of righteous people that in fish that are coming to our tables in Eve of Shabbat, you have souls of righteous people, of tzaddikim. Okay, great. Do you know the souls that are inside the fish in your water tank? You don't know. You don't know. Rav Ovadia Yosef said that it's a very good thing for a person to have a water tank in his house for fish. You don't know. And why? What he said? He said that when there are judgments, on the family, chas v'shalom. So if they have a water tank, so the judgments can fall on the fish instead of on the family. Okay? Suddenly you have a dead fish floating on the water tank, and he saved your family life. According to what that Ovadia Yosef said. We believe. So that fish actually was ready to sacrifice himself instead of your family. He died now, and you're all healthy and happy and singing, and he's dead now. He sacrificed himself now for you. So who is that fish? He was that fish also when you fed him for the last 2 weeks, or 2 months, or 2 years if you're lucky. So you had that righteous fish, righteous soul that was swimming inside of your water tank, and you just need to believe in that. And you don't. This is why you have me. That I believe in that, and I have a water tank. And you can water your plants, and you don't know who they are. And you don't know the spirits, and you don't know why when you say Borei Pri Adama, when the last bracha on fruits and vegetables, what you say? Borei Nefashot Rabot V'Chesronan, that we have so many lackings in our spirit. Al kol ma shebarata lachyot b'hem nefesh kol chai, and now you are giving us life through those sparks inside of those fruits and vegetables. Thanking you, Hashem. Great. So actually, we have lackings in our spirits, and we're completing them with the sparks of what? Of tomatoes? Of apples? No, of spirit. Sparks of spirit that are inside the fruit. So there are spirits, neshamot, souls, inside of fruits and vegetables. Just you don't believe it. When you go and you hand pick the cucumbers, you think that you pick them because of their color, because of their shape, because of their size. That's what Hashem is putting in your narrow mind. But you don't know that you are picking because of the spiritual sparks that belongs to your nefesh. This is why you can pick in that pile for an hour until you're going to find one that you like. Why you like it? Is it greener from the rest? No, just that one belongs to your nefesh. That one belongs to the spirit of your wife, to the spirit of your children. And you need to feed your family with those sparks that belongs to you. This is why you need to give your wife time when she's going to shopping. This is why it takes her longer time to pick those tomatoes. And you would just take them and go. And you would bring mess into your house. And she knows exactly. You would bring demons into your house. And she bring the sparks that belongs to your children, to you. Because she can sense. Because women, they have binayatera. Extra power of feeling, of understanding. So she really can figure it all out and find the right ones. For my wife, before Shabbat, it takes her maybe 2 hours. She's taking the cherry tomatoes. She can take from 50 boxes of cherry tomatoes. First of all, she's emptying 1 box, and now she's collecting 1 from here, 1 from there. And then she's changing, and then she's taking another one and another. It can take her 2 hours in the supermarket to bring the right peppers, to bring the right tomatoes, to bring the right cucumbers, the right carrots, the right watermelon. It's gonna take her 2 hours, and you can lose your mind. You can lose your mind. I'm not losing my mind, because I know that there is a reason for everything. Because I believe that Hashem Yitbarach gave her that power of understanding. And if I'm going to tell her, hey, let's go, Kadima, come on, I'm going to show her that I don't believe in what that she's doing. And I'm going to destroy her self-belief. She will not going to appreciate herself anymore. Because for her it's important to pick them and to find the right ones. Because she sees something over there, she wants the right. Maybe she's not getting it spiritually also. But she's got her purpose in it. And if I'm going to tell her, let's go, so I'm going to show to her that what that she's doing is not important. And if it's not important to me, so it's stupid. That's what I think. So actually I'm telling her, you're stupid. What are you doing? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let her be who that she is. And I'm going to believe that Hashem Yitbarach, if I need to learn now, that's what I think, and I cannot learn now because she needs to handpick those tomatoes, I'm going to believe that Hashem Yitbarach now is taking me to another class in faith. And it's not bitul Torah. I'm not canceling Torah. I'm going to learn how to believe in Hashem Yitbarach now in the supermarket. I'm going to learn how to believe in Hashem Yitbarach going again and again to the same store and to replace the same shirt and to check it again and to talk to that seller and to talk to him and to ask and to go and to check in another store. I have sparks over there. You don't believe in that. This is why you suffer. Like Rabbeinu said, "Mi she'en lo emunah chayav enam chayim." If you don't have faith, you cannot call your life life. Because in every situation, you suffer. Again, I need to go to the bank. Again, I need to go to the doctor. Again, another. Why? He couldn't write that prescription. He couldn't do this. He couldn't tell me. Why? He couldn't tell me on the phone. Why I need to go? Why? All day long you suffer. All day long you suffer. Instead of spending your life with Hashem, just put your smile and go. And be with Hashem in the grocery store, in the bank, you need to go to court, you need to go to meet a police officer, whatever. What the worst that can happen to you? You're going to have a long time in jail to do Hitbodedut. Maximum that can happen to you. What's the maximum that can happen to you? You're going to have your time to do Hitbodedut. You're going to spend 2, 3, 5, 10 hours talking to Hashem Yitbarach. You don't want to see your lack of faith. The fact that when you stand in front of a judge, in front of a banker, you don't see Hashem. So you feel not comfortable. Oh, now they're going to talk to me about my money, how much I need to pay. You don't see Hashem. This is why you suffer. If you would see Hashem, you wouldn't suffer so much. Put those glasses of faith on your head and start believing yourself. And find those points of truth that the Creator, He is the Creator. And if Hashem Yitbarach send you to the bank, you have a job in the bank. And if Hashem send you to the supermarket, and even if it takes you 2 hours to stand in line, stand with Hashem. Don't cancel Torah now. Stand with Hashem. Just be with Hashem. Hikol likrat Elokecha Israel. Prepare yourself to talk to Hashem Yitbarach. Soon you're going to come home, you're going to have Ma'ariv. Start preparing yourself to that Ma'ariv. Start talking to Hashem Yitbarach. Do tshuva on your bad eyesight, on your foreign thoughts, on your lack of faith, on your lack of confidence. Rav Shalom once said that you allow in your thoughts, not in the speech, in your thoughts, even to pray when you're in the bathroom. You're allowed to pray in your thoughts, not in your mouth. You're in the bathroom. Okay, you're stuck over there. You need to be there. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Nothing to do. You're there. You're a human being. What can you do? You're over there. You're stuck. You're in the shower. What can you do? You need to brush your teeth. What can you do? You're over there. Now you're going to spend 5, 10 minutes over there. What can you do? Can you change reality? You cannot. So at least spend those 10 minutes with Hashem. At least think about Hashem when you're there. On what you're going to think. Think about Hashem. Please Hashem, help me to be pure. Help me to spend less time in the bathroom. Please let me be always with you, always to think about you. What's so wrong with thinking about Hashem Yitbarach over there? Think about Him. He gives you life. He gives you power. He gives you everything you have. Thank Him. Thank you Hashem Yitbarach that you help me. That you help me to digest the food. That you help me to throw away, to take out the waste. That you're helping me to clean myself. All of those thoughts. It's not foreign, it's reality. You have halachot that are explaining exactly how you need to behave when you're in the bathroom. You need to know how to clean yourself. You need to know how to clean your body, to take care of yourself. That's your part of your tikkun in this world. Thank you Hashem Yitbarach. Please Hashem Yitbarach, keep on helping us, that we will always be healthy, always be strong, and heal us, and build us, and give us strength, and power, and health, and happiness, and joy. Why to burn those 10 hours in the bathroom when you can lift them up to Hashem Yitbarach, and to spend your life with Hashem? So we need to finish with a good thing. I don't want to finish in the bathroom, right? So go feed the ducks, put food into your water tank, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. That Rabbeinu said once that if you're going to open the Jew, you're going to see that he's wired from inside to heaven. He's all spiritual. His being is all spiritual. So you need to believe in that. No matter what you do, you're spiritual. You're affecting. So now you're a carpenter. Okay, you know it's written, Elokechem Nagar, your God is a carpenter. It's written on him that he is a carpenter. I told you that on the hidden righteous people. They were not hiding as a builder, as a street cleaner. That was their job, and they were righteous. They were not looking to hide themselves and they were going and cleaning the streets. No, that was their job. They were just simple people that cleaned the streets, and they were very, very righteous. One was selling vegetables and fruits. One was making shoes and sandals. One was a computer programmer. Everyone was something else. Just he was righteous. So be righteous in your place, where that you are. Just be righteous. Thank you very much. Chazak Baruch.